All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Los Angeles Lakers video for you guys. The Lakers played today. They got the loss to the Clippers, a very healthy Clippers team, a very injured Lakers team. Before we get into this video, guys, if you enjoy it, hit the like button, hit that sub button. I do this every single day. I know you guys would appreciate the content. April 9th is the last day that you can set, pretty much the way I see it, April 9th is the last day you can do any of these free agent additions because that's when the playoff roster has to be set. So tomorrow will be April 5th. Probably when a lot of you guys watch this video, it'll be April 5th. So that means there's only going to be 5 full days about to do this. I think I have the perfect signing. It happened yesterday. He got dropped, waived by the Houston Rockets. It wasn't anything personal, anything like that. They just want him on a contender. Ben, unfortunately, he just doesn't have a role anymore on this squad, on the Houston Rockets squad. So Ben's a very good player. He shot 38% in his 2 years in Houston. This season, he's not shooting the ball as well, but there is a reason to it. He got COVID-19 right when the season started. Last year, he played with Russell Westbrook, James Harden. They traded both those dudes away. There's just less open, easy opportunities like there were with those two stars. So last season, he did much better. He shot 42% from three, averaged 10 points per game. Defensively, he's not that great. That's going to be the issue you face with him. I wouldn't say he's an ultimate liability, but I would definitely not expect him to do much, if anything at all, on defense whenever he's on the floor. But the good news is we're talking 20 minutes. Sorry, not games. 20 minutes max per game. So with the Lakers, Vogel came out. He said they're not targeting any position particularly. Like they don't feel like they need a center. They just got Drummond. They don't feel like they need any guard help, any wing help. They're pretty much just seeing what happens. And right now, Dwayne Dedmon's like maybe the best option after Austin Rivers got scooped up by the Hawks. Maybe Dwayne Dedmon's the best free agent out there right now. But Ben McLemore did get waived yesterday. So I fully expect him to obviously sign with a contender. That was why Houston waived him. And I think Ben McLemore fits this Lakers squad perfectly. He's a great three-point shooter, and he has playoff experience. He's 28 years old. He's relatively cheap if you were to actually want him long-term, but obviously he's on an expiring, or he's not even on the expiring. This isn't even in the trade. You're just getting him for the rest of the year. If you traded for him, you would have been on an expiring, so it's just pretty much a rental, but this way it's a buyout. It's even less of a risk. So while defensively he's not great, the Lakers, even with Anthony Davis and LeBron James being out several games, they're still a top 5, or maybe they're number 6 in defense right now. They're still a top 5 defense in the league. Offensively, they're ranked like 21 or 22. So especially three-point category, they're like 23 or 24. Offensively, they're just not there, especially without, even Andre Drummond, add him to the hit mix, but without Anthony Davis, without LeBron James, their offense has taken just a major hit. The defense can still hold its own, but offensively, there's still issues. Ben can come in here. He can give you 15 a night if he's feeling it from three. So I like it. He has experience. He's been in the playoffs before. He's played with stars. And when you get a guy like Ben, it just adds on to, imagine if it's Schroeder, LeBron, AD, Drummond, whoever is out there. Everyone, you can't forget about anybody. So that's kind of what happened with Russ and James. Those guys get doubled a lot. There's somebody open on the floor. A lot of the times it's going to be Ben McLemore standing with a wide open three. And the Lakers, like I said, man, they really need it. They played the Clippers today. They didn't get their first three-point shot until late in the second quarter. They only shot 30% from three. And, even if it's not the Clippers who shot 50% from three, it's going to be somebody else. Even if it's just a regular season game, which is what we've been kind of experiencing, not before the Kings, not the Kings game, but more with like the Sixers, the Pelicans, and the Suns, and that losing streak we had there. So tonight, like you saw, Trez and THT were really the only guys who scored many points. And both of those guys are coming off the bench. there's not an issue with that, but this offense is struggling right now. The Jazz are currently the favorites to win the title, or not the title. The Jazz are currently the favorites to win the West. So obviously LeBron, AD, and even now Andre Drummond, when they're all healthy, we have a whole different story. But in the meantime, you look at tonight where only one starter was in double figures, and that starter was Marc Gasol, who only played 17 minutes. There's cause for concern. You can see the reason for concern. So I think Ben McLemore really would be all around somebody who can come in here offensively, not take over, but it's just an extra piece on the bench. And I don't even like KCP. That was out of context. I don't even like KCP's 3-point shot that much. I don't rely on it that much, especially in this cold streak he's going through right now. Caruso's got a nice 3, but there's no reliable 3-point shooter like a Danny Green. Even a Kyle Korver is on the free agent wire right now. I mean, I know he's retired technically, but he's still got some gas left in the tank at 39 or 40. He can still do it if his name gets called, if his number gets called. So we'll see what they do, but I like Ben McLemore. Let me know if you guys like Ben McLemore, if you don't like the call. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, hit the sub button. I'll see you guys later.